Happy Saturday. Welcome to the Weekly Gospel. My name is Amazing Katamanda. I'm here to give you nothing but the best of your favorite personalities. You guys get to request for the people that you would like to see on the show, and then we get to work some magic and then get to bring them here in the studio right here at Kamne TV. You know, Kamne TV is not just another channel. So today I'm going to be joined by Vusi. Some of you don't know him, but he did a song that he's known for. But unfortunately, this song doesn't have a video, but it's a very good song. I'm sure soon. Anyway, I'll be having a chat with him so that we can find out if he's going to do a video for it, because the song that talks about mothers, he was dedicating this song to his mom. So we're just going to find out more about that one. And of course, we're not leaving you guys we're not leaving you guys behind. So if you want to be part of the show, make sure that you text in or call us using the numbers around the screen. And if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel or liked us on our Facebook page, what are you waiting for? This is the time you have to do that. Anyway, let's just get to his song. In this one, he says Chindiken, and then on the other side, I'll be having a chat with him later.
Brothers, Havana and Sansa. Kenge para tuakula, tuawakai. Netalo tuamonatie, awa Jesu, awa feshuwe mwana wan, imiendele yobe, shite menwe we mwana. Natimayo pantu mwate mwefya kulandalanda. Ushenga mwambo na dadai, ushenze na bendi. Imwana imwe mayo, imwena imwe tata. Imwe wafya shivandi, umanisa kila chabe. We mwana, akachila kamushi. Kasengulo pokekele. We mwana, nasika. Natitata pantu wafule mimpulo. Batu nanguna kemini na mawai kala sengula. We mwana untambishe sushakale. Bawa kwato mwana te obe weka wawose. Omukulu wa mwana ni wiso, omukulu wa mwana ni noko. Chindika wiso na noko, wikale miake ingi. Ile kuti wantuka we mwana, kuti wanseka. Shile kuti palelwa mashiwayo kayebukisha. Nale mwana kwa timayo, akwate vye mukanwa. Nombelelo, nindwala. Natinga nali umfwile, ifumayo anjewele. Ilelo, ganshiripano. Senga na ikala amashuya uyala wela momoto wande yena yatina kuti wande teshibura kuti wande teshiru nelo ina we mwana wande ni mutashi wore kuti wansekelelo kuti wantukana shele kuti palelo amashuwayo kayebukisha kuti wanjite chibuba, kuti wanjite shiru. Nilo ine we mwana wandi, ni mugashi wobe. Kuti wansekelelo, kuti wantukana. Shile kuti panelwa mashiwayo kaebukisha. Ina setulela napu, dikuya no kutali. Bindume yandi ya pikilemo, oh oh. Anamulora sadumi yandi, unya mutipatala. Umesu mwesu le filamba, nenkumbu. Umutima namu, mwesu lobolanda. Erote la kuline, talala. Amukulu ala tekufaya kwabu, wendumi yandi. Nanatela tekufaya kwandi, nishinabepa. Lelo na mona mu mashiwi abakulu, mwali bamaka. Abakulu kuchiwantukana nekweba shile kutipalelwa mashiwayo kaebukisha mwana watu kuchiwanjite chipungwamwa kuchiwanjite shiru yelele lelo ilewe mwana wandi imufyashiwobe kuchiwansekele kuchiwantukana mwana watu shile kutipalelwa mashiwayo kaebukisha kuchiwanjite chipungwamwa
Good morning, you beautiful people. Happy Saturday to everyone that has managed to join us today. This is the weekly gospel where we get to bring you guys your favorite personalities. And the good part, or my favorite part about everything, is that you guys are the ones that get to request for the people that you want to see on the show. So get busy, call us, tell us the people that you want to see. Right now you can call me and then tell me who you want to see on the show, and then you get to work some magic. Come to TV, we're not just another channel. Today I'm joined by a young man who is very talented. His name is Vusi C. Fortune. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so very much for having me here.
You're welcome. I think before we started recording, you were saying I should speak Bemba, and I just thought like, okay, this is a challenge. I'm not really good at Bemba, guys, but I'm going to use Nyanja. So today's show is going to be a little different. Okay. We're going to use our local language. We're proud Zambians. Yeah? Okay, so you can just tell us a bit about yourself, like a brief background about yourself.
Okay, Vusi is, I started music when I was already old. If I talk about that, no, to Ambo, to Queen 2 years. If I as we started in Shnat Kurakali, we were already there. Yeah, I started my journey of music. I was writing music just to speak to somebody out there, because that's my passion. So through doing that, other people came in to say, no, what you're doing is really good. It needs to be broadened. So I followed their steps, and here I am.
There's a song that you are known for.
Yes.
Mama, my hero.
Mama, you're my hero. Yes.
That one is everyone's favorite, and unfortunately it doesn't have a video.
No, it doesn't.
But why don't you have a video?
Actually, we had a video. We shot a video way back. But we had given it to media houses. Unfortunately, maybe the song. You try by push.
But the audio is really doing good.
Yeah.
At least I've had the privilege to attend a lot of weddings. I do deco sometimes when I'm free. So I listen to this song like almost at every wedding event that I go to. So, and how does that make you feel, of course? And are we going to see you work on another one just to promote the song?
Actually, that one makes me feel so humbled, because it's something that I was talking about, meaning that was real life situation. Those are the things that were happening home. And I was like, if my mother can do this to me, it means there are a lot of mothers out there that are really struggling just to put food on the table. You know, things don't really go well. Sometimes you just come home and say, ask, where is mom? Just to ask, to find out where she is. So there she is. Oh, she's there.
I think my mom yesterday got mad at me because I went into the house, I greeted everyone, and then I didn't ask about her, because that's something that I don't usually do. Like every time I get home, I always ask, where is mom? And yesterday she was just like, don't even talk to me, because no, mom, you know you're very special, you're dear to my heart. And
mothers are just mothers.
But there are people who haven't had the opportunity. Maybe they don't know which song we're talking about. Maybe you just explain a bit what you were saying in the song, and of course how the idea came about for you to just say thank you to your mom.
Okay, so mama came about one day I was sleeping and I heard my brother crying. By then he was 3 months old. So I went to the sitting room, found mom seated, and she was holding my brother in her arms. I was like, Mom, what's wrong with him? Mom was like, now cover. So at that moment, I didn't really know what she meant. So I went and felt his temperature. It was really burning. I was like, oh, what is that? And mom was like, so I didn't say anything. I was like, if really mom can do this to my young brother, she really did the same thing to me. So sometimes it really hurts me when I see young men and women insulting parents, not only their mothers, but people that are older than them. It really gets to me because I know what a father goes through. In an African setup, it's in every person that you see, an elderly person, that's your mother, that's your father. So from there, I was like, I'll have to do something that I will appreciate mom. By then I was with my brother. So I came up with the idea that, oh boy, I have this idea, please, let's work on it. So I did the song and then my brother came in and the song was born.
Biological brother?
Yeah, it's not really my biological brother, but it's my, Okay. Yes.
Awesome. It's really good to see that we have men, guys, boys that are appreciating women.
Yes.
And today, I choose to dedicate this day to every woman and appreciate every mother, every young girl, every lady out there and tell you that you're very special. And maybe you can just do a bit of a bit of a chorus. So that we just, yes.
Mama, you are my hero. Mama, you are my hero. Mama, you are my hero. Mama, you are my hero.
Awesome. So to every mother out there, you are our heroes and we salute you today. Thank you so very much for taking care of us. And of course, every girl child out there, because one day we're going to be mothers. So let's keep doing what we do best. You belong to a group.
Yes.
When you started music, you were singing as, was it a band or was it a group?
It was a group called the Nefo Brothers.
So what happened to that group?
In the Nefo Brothers, the people that were seen were the two of us, me and my brother. At the moment is doing something with Pastorio. He wants to be a pastor. So we started that group, the two of us, but we had a lot of people that were pushing us in the background, and a lot of people that brought in a lot of encouragements and also wise words and taught us to soldier forward. But there came a time when my brother really wanted to preach, as in preaching, standing on the pulpit. So yes,
hallelujah, amen, things like that.
I see you going Shan. So he came to me. He came to me. He told me to say, my brother, this is what is on my heart. And this is what I want to do. So at the moment when he told me that, I was like, because with me, he knew to say my only weakness was my voice. And he knew to say, if I'm alone, I cannot sing. Because like your voice, whatever. Sometimes I go somewhere when I speak, people burst into laughter, and I'll be just there crying.
Why is that?
The voice is not that of guys. Yes. So with that, people would expect you to go. Understand? Okay. So now if they hear something that is different, they'll be like, I think there is something wrong with him. So people would laugh first, and then that used to get to me. So because of that, I used to push my brother in front. He's the one that used to talk to me, to them, and then
you just
So with him, I used to go to him, but he used to advise me and encourage me a lot. He was there for me when people start laughing. He would take me, Pambali, we go forward. So when he told me that, I was like, it was so hard for me to take it. Such that I went maybe close to 4 months without singing.
It was that bad?
It was that bad. It's even it's such that even the lecturer had to notice to say there's something wrong with this guy. So I had to undergo some counseling. That's when I came to accept it.
So you overcame by going for counseling?
Yes, I went for counseling. I went to the Reverend, especially Reverend Simkonda is the one that really sat me down and counseled me. So after that, I went back to my brother and just accepted to say his God has called him in another area. So I told him to say, whenever you need me, whenever you want me, I will be there. I just have to understand, Sometimes if there's you might not really understand. You might think maybe nikumubiri. So I just had to understand. And so sometimes when I write a song, I call him back. So he will come in. Just like that. Yes.
So now, how many songs do you have? Do you have albums at all?
As in me or as the group?
You.
Okay.
Or maybe you also want to talk about the group.
No, I think the group that's more like it.
Oh, okay. But with the group, did you record some albums?
Yes, with the group we had 2 albums.
Oh,
we
okay.
had Mama, the very song, and we had We had Mama
as an individual now?
As an individual, right now, I'm working on some songs. Yes, I'm working on some songs, and very soon I think I'll be releasing an album.
Very soon?
Yeah.
How soon is soon?
My very soon.
Okay, so do you write all your songs by yourself, or maybe you have someone that helps?
No, I write all the songs.
Okay, so what's your inspiration when it comes to writing songs, or what do you focus on the most when you're writing songs?
So for you have most of the time, a person to land that person. And I'm not going to talk about Fianco Japalim, but I'm going to so yeah. So most of the time, I really pay much attention to people's behavior, people's attitude, people's laughter, people's pain, and everything, all the expression when I just look at somebody, and especially when they're just saying stories. So all those situations, I bring them closer, and I try by all means to write something that will relate to that person. Mostly, I used to tell myself to say, I want to write a song that will tell someone to say you are very important, and where you are, it's just now God will free you. So other people might think because they don't have legs, they are useless. But I want to write a song that will tell that person to say, God created you in His own image. Yes, God. So you are something. You are somebody. Stand up. Don't feel sorry for yourself. God created you for a purpose.
Awesome. There's something that I saw on your social media platform, which is Facebook. I don't know if it's you or do you belong to an organization that helps people that are in need. You bought a wheelchair. I don't know if it's you who bought, but it was a wheelchair. Yes. Because there's no story. It's just like a picture and then you are. Can you tell us about that as well?
Okay. There's a program that we have, me and my brothers. It's called Brothers Keeper. So in this Brothers Keeper, we trying to use the little that we have to help out people that are really lacking out there. So we have my mother. I think she's the one that has really inspired me. Mama Marijani, Mrs. Marijani. She's just a woman she's a woman and that. She's someone that has really pushed me to these limits, because what she does is just out of the world. So those things we're just doing them with the little that we have. Then we get those things. So we just go around. Looking for people. So it's us that did that.
How many are you in that project? Is it an organization?
It's just a movement. It's not
just a movement. And how many are you?
We are about 6 of us young guys.
So you only target the clipboard, or
no? It's everyone. Actually, we have people that are going to school. We have people that are clipboard. We have people that are business ladies. So if at all we have something and we want to offer, we just go there and give what we have. Yes.
Awesome, that's so beautiful, and I'm sure a lot of people would want to be part and parcel of that program or project or movement or whatever it is, and I'm sure I hope that one day we're going to see it grow and become like an organization. I'm sure at the end of the show you will give us more information on how we can be part. But for now, let's talk about you. What can you say has been the hardest thing that you have faced when you started music? What are some of the lessons that you have learned? Acceptance.
That one was very hard, because I remember when I wrote a song, it was called Banakabale, the first song I wrote, and then I sang in my church and people were like, what's that dish? What's that? It's not panga for chong. So it was very hard for people to accept what what I brought on the scene, it was so hard. And that one is something that I really wanted, I really craved for, something that I was chasing. It's just people to accept me the way I am.
For who you are.
Yes. So it was very hard to get that. And the other thing is, I think in the musical circles, I will not run away from it, especially in the gospel circles. There's too much jealousy and hatred.
Too much jealousy and hatred.
Yeah.
I was even about to ask, like, you just studied. Do you think that, in your own opinion, in your own words, do you think that there's unity? Are you people united, especially in the gospel industry? Because we're not talking about the entire or the general music industry in Zambia, but we're focused on the gospel. Is there much unity? Is there support among you people?
I think this is just my opinion, and I think there's too much separation, and there's too much groups. People that belong to this group, there'll be there people that belong to the So I feel there's no that togetherness in the gospel circles, and I feel I think one thing I feel is that maybe we don't understand what our gifts are or our talents. If we understood to say each and every person is different from the other person and every person is gifted differently, we would appreciate the other gift of that person.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, when in the church we have people that are very much good at cleaning. So if the pastor will start now insulting those that are cleaning, it means the church won't be clean because he cannot do everything. So he has to acknowledge those people and pray for them to say God should give them strength and every day to wake up and clean. But it's very different. There are people that can do rap music in the gospel circles, and so you find that maybe someone that does maybe Rumba is not really liking the person that does worship, which is not supposed to be the case. So if you see that a person, my friend, is doing very well, you have to kneel down and pray, because we are all doing one thing. We're bringing people to the kingdom. Yes, but that's one thing I think we're lacking, and that's one thing we should learn. And the other thing is that we should, as gospel artists, we really need to have mentors and have homes, meaning churches, where we're coming from, so that our pastors, our fathers will be able to kalipira us. To kalipira us.
Awesome. It's really good to know that you're very frank and open, because we have a lot of people that would just rather say, no, I wouldn't want you to talk about anything related to, I'll just speak for myself. So far, how many people have you worked with? So far, I've worked with, to start with, my guys, the ones I'm working with. I've worked with Edso Kakao, I've worked with Jojo Parker, I've worked with Francis Bengi Pati, Francis Amalumbo, Bengi. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm now going to turn you into a TV host. Okay. So I want you to look into the camera and then introduce your song, which is Monto.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. So there's the one on the center.
Okay. So this is Vusi Fortune, the brother's keeper. The next song or the next video you're going to see is called Mutule. See you on the other side.
On the other side.
Bamba buti muliro hinguluga bapati tutenti unoyu wandipa kulibiriga
iliyeshilile mpesa mano ivyakutiteni buvyabula nalitula pansaka imbila na chumpa kuishila shikulu bantu alikato mwana wakwe wakuifyalila yate kwena mwalufyanya mwana ulamano ya mwana imwemwe baume yama umwana wa miezi itatu omubule mwikati yama vinsi kansi mulelwisha Sibane, we uto mwanoyo, atepesha, utwale ni kusukulu, muleka sambiri lei, wasambiri sho mwana kashiwa sambiri shezonde. Skaba, bateri kiboma, bayo sisidi, kakweni kukulanga, tule mutule, ila shili, yangu kuntapa wakusa, ila shili, mkashana, alinichi pechalau, mecha, tapa wingi tona ula, mecha, tapa wingi tona ula, nani waitile amenshi ya busungu mumushile efe mutifya mabula ya bonsa efisa bwefe amatotero kuli bonsa bale yafwirisha okutila ubulwele tunga bwesha panshe bakafundisha bonse bakalisha wafilimba na bonse bakemba alotwa mulisa mpwe kati kwa kusala kwa ina pakasha shale nipo.
And you are still watching the Weekly Gospel with me, Amazing Katamanda. I'm not alone, I'm joined by Vusi, C, Fortune. That is your song. Maybe you just tell us a bit about that song and how it came about. What is the inspiration behind it?
Mutule, it means help in English. And this is a song that came about when I was hearing a lot of stories on the radio saying a 40-year-old slept with this, and there was some other people that were complaining to say, just this is the reason why these things are happening. But what caught my attention was when I heard that a 40-year man raped or slept with I think that was a 2 or 3 days old baby. I was like, so that's the thing that made me start thinking.
Yeah,
in the song I'm talking about corruption, I'm talking about GBV, and I'm also talking about early marriages. So yeah, I'm really trying to advocate or to talk about it.
Well, I must say, I'm really impressed. Because we don't see a lot of men that are passionate about these things. These are things that we are facing every day. We hear them on the news all the time. And nothing much has really been put in place to make sure that these perpetrators are being arrested or they are being punished for the things that they are doing to the girl child. And it's not really about how one dresses. It's just about the mentality of these people that are taking advantage of the young girls. I must say I'm really humbled to be with someone who's really passionate about some of the issues that I'm passionate about, because I advocate and go for such. And it's good to know that we also have men that can advocate and stand to say, no, it's not really about the dress code. It's not about the dress code at all. Awesome. Someone would sit down and ask you, because one thing that I've noticed just from sitting down with you, I've noticed that you're really passionate about real life issues. You don't joke around. These are issues that we're facing. And Christians will say, let's just pray about it. But you have decided to advocate using your voice. Okay, I don't know why you're laughing, but
finish.
No, like, let's just be real. Let's just be realistic here. You know, there are issues that people go through, and Christians, the only thing we do is say, let's pray about it. We don't really take action.
No, I feel there are certain things that need prayer, and there are certain things that just need physical attention. So we must put a line between the two. So sometimes we tend to be so spiritual that we forget. For example, someone is up on as corrupt, blood, and then we say, it's no. What you need at a particular time, send them to hospital. But when you start attending the doctor, you start praying. So there's certain things that go back. Now you start praying about that. What you do is that send important and we take a poem book. Oito ingabepela kwa mweleza mwele kama right here. Alishangu. Not one more what I put a my kungeta. So as Christians, sometimes we just okay. Let me just say this. I think limo turabomfyo bututu. I don't know what to if you know what bututu is. Turabomfyo bututu limo. Yakabati ignorance. Let me just say that. Yeah, ignorance. We can't you even see this is not the place I'm supposed to be at. Then you say, let me pray. How am I? What we need to do is to provide money. Not we provide money, then we start praying to say, God, as this person undergoes the surgery, please let it be successful. Wow, ni sababu tutakale provide nchi.
Awesome. So, like, I know, for how long have you been doing music?
Alone I've been doing it, I think, yeah.
So can you say the journey has been easy or it hasn't been easy at all?
No, the journey hasn't been easy. I can tell you this, it hasn't been easy, but I once prayed a prayer to say, well, I've tried my best, I've gone places to push things. I just pray that those people just start calling me now. Because I had pushed, and people were like, no voice. Then they'll get your CD, they'll put it under the shelf. So it's not really easy because some other people would first look at you, look at how you dressed, and I'm not really sure. And some other people just used to look at me and just back push. I'm not sure what voice is too tiny. Maybe this guy can't even sing. So it hasn't been easy, but I thank God to say we're still standing. Yeah, it's not really an easy road.
Okay, I think I should say this, guys. I don't think it's fair to bully someone over things that they cannot change. You can bully someone maybe over the wig they are wearing, the clothes they are wearing, because at the end of the day they can do something about it. Like they can just remove the things and then try to put on something new. But if it's something that has to do with their physical appearance, like maybe their nose, their head, or their voice, I don't think it's fair to bully someone because there's nothing that they can do, right? They were created like that. They can't do anything. So let's be sensitive and let's stop bullying people over things they cannot change. I always, and I will always let's not bully people over things that they cannot change. You can bully someone over things that they can change. Like I said earlier, shoes. They are going to buy other shoes, but they can't buy another hand, they can't buy another voice. It's impossible. True. It's impossible. What's the most daring thing you've ever done, like in your career, or should I say on stage?
On stage, the most daring thing I have ever done. In my career, the most thing I think I would say was to stand and try to do that song. Because to tell you the same to tell you the truth, I never had the courage to stand and sing because in my mind my voice was not good enough for me to be a solo artist.
The reason why you believe that is it because people were always talking about
yes
voice,
it was
yes
it was because of what I used to hear
from people,
yes,
and then you started believing that I can't sing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that one is so big and so huge. It is no different from someone that was raped when that person was young. I remember, I've said this because I remember someone called me 15 miles saying, come and talk to my son. I've tried everything. My son is now 25 years old, but he does not look at a lady. And we don't know what the problem is. We've taken him for prayers, we've taken him to where, counseling, nothing has happened. So one day the mother sat him down and he opened up to say, when I was in grade 7, this is what my aunt used to do to me. So whenever he looks at a lady, he thinks that person, and this is a person who's grown. So imagine the torments that he has. So when you start getting that, when that thing enters you, it's really difficult. It's really difficult to come out. It just takes the grace of God and people, the love that is surrounded you.
You know, these things are real. These things are really real. Parents, make sure that you check with your kids what they are going through. Sometimes, you know, it's very visible. Maybe a child in your home, they'll be behaving in a certain way, and then for some time you just notice that they stop being themselves, they close up, like they just begin to be themselves, and then you don't pay attention, you just put it in your mind to say, no, he's okay, he's just a quiet person, no, she's okay, she's just a quiet person. Sit down with the kids, ask them what's wrong, ask them what's going on. don't just pray about certain things. Some problems are sorted out by talking.
Yes.
In as much as we are praying, let's talk about certain things. Because if you don't know what you are praying for, I don't think there's a point of even praying at all. But if you know what you are praying for, you know what you are addressing. Even in your prayer, you will know this is what you are addressing, this is what you need to pray for. So, parents, make sure that we pay attention to our children. I don't know why this show today is quite different, because it feels like it feels quite different because we've just gotten like so deep about life issues. And I'm glad that you came through. And I'm glad that you are a man, because you don't see men come up or stand for such issues. Awesome. Among all the songs that you have, which one can you say is your favorite, and why is that one your favorite?
To say the truth, I really can't point to say this is the song that I love, and this is the song that I really feel, because it differs from what I'm feeling, especially when I'm going to minister with my guys. I'll just tell them to say, no matter how good that song is, when I'm there and just something tells me to say, this is the song that you have to sing today, I have to sing that song. So each and every song that I've written, sometimes my own day karafes nambo kutonta shinde kuna lembe fia mano so because sometimes ngana film fika fia ibera fia. So I just appreciate God to say Mwelesa, thank you for giving me such kind of words. And there are people will be like, Vusi, what do you really think for you to write those songs? And I can testify to say I don't know, it just comes. So I really can't say this is my favorite song or this is the song that I love most. Because in all the songs, I think I've put in a lot of efforts, and God has been.
No, in as much as I know, in everything that we do, we always put in our efforts. We always give it our best. But there's just that one song that, like, every time you're invited, you always just have to sing that song. Like, you can't just leave it out. That's the kind of song I'm talking about right now.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Sometimes to say we go somewhere and then we were invited at church. And we are rehearsing a different song. It's like and then I reach there and then just something clicks in my mind, say you have to sing this song and you don't have to put any beat. Just guitar or just a keyboard. So it was like and then guys will be looking at you, this is what is. And I'm telling you, when I follow that instructions, God will just speak to somebody out there.
Okay. So what can you say has been the memorable thing you've ever done and you will never forget? Like, you look at that moment, be it a good one, a bad one, but it has just helped you to be strong and shaped you to be the person that you are today.
One memorable moment I will never forget in my ministry was the time when I was with my brother, as never brothers, and I broke down on the stage, and he gave me a hug. The reason why was I was given a chance to talk to people. I was at Nipa, by the way, with students, and there was a lady in front, she was putting on a blue jean. I can't forget that, a white jumper. So the moment I spoke, this woman laughed.
She laughed?
She laughed.
At your voice?
Yes. So and then the moment I want to say, and then you're laughing, hey. And then someone says, and we and she knew that, she laughed, and I was like, I wish I could tell that person a baby. I didn't have anything to do. I just broke down on stage. I told my brother I'm going, and I was leaving the stage. So he just came to me and gave me a hug.
I'm sure, I don't know, but let me just find out. Did you at some point ever become bitter about the way people were treating you or what they were saying about your voice? Were you ever bitter at all? Did you have that heart of saying, one day I wish I could just get back at everyone that made fun of my voice or things like that?
No, I never had that one. The only thing I wanted was for people to see me for me. That's the thing I really wanted to prove. I think that's the reason why I was so hard on myself, because I wanted to prove a point. So I now reached the point to say, I think this is the way God created me. If my mother at home sees nothing wrong with it, then I'm okay with it. Yeah, so I came up with a word or a saying if a person can make you upset, that person will control your life.
Okay.
Yes.
So you never allowed them to like...
Yeah, to make me upset. From that moment, they just said, I will never get upset. Because the way it is that if I upset you right now, you might say something out of anger.
Yeah.
Myself, I'm like, you say, yeah, so I just don't allow people to make me upset.
You know, it's actually true. I think yesterday, I don't know if it's yesterday or the other day, I had a conversation with my young sister. Like, you know, the way life is, like 99% of who we are, yeah, and how we choose to react to things depends on us, and 10% just depends on the people.
Yeah.
So someone can try by all means to put you down, say all sorts of things, do all sorts of things, but you don't allow them get to you so much. Maybe you can get upset or get angry, but don't let that anger last for a day. Let it just last for a moment and then forget about everything, especially if it's over something that you cannot change. My sister, my brother,
just leave it.
Ladies and gentlemen, mommies and daddies, please don't let people control or take charge of your emotions. You are in charge of your life, you're in charge of your emotions, so don't let people determine how you react. It all depends on us. So now we know everybody has got challenges that they face in their lives. So what can you say some of the challenges that you are facing either in your life or in your ministry, and how do you just raise above those challenges?
Above those challenges. To start with, when I was starting my music, I had a brother that came to me and told me to say, in fact, he used to call me dreamer. You are a dreamer. And then he pointed out a lot of big names in the gospel circles to say, you will never go anywhere. So I asked him to say, I heard that you're at school and you're doing power electrical. He said, yes. And I mentioned people that I knew that were in Z school and doing those things. I have this person does everything. Stop school, Dada. You're not being employed. Those people are already there. And he looked at me, he laughed and said, no, it's school. So I learned something to say, with him, in his dream, he was okay with it to discourage others. But he never used to see what my dream was. So what I can say is that when you have a dream, it's only you that can see that dream, because it's not the way. These chairs, believe me, at one point, this chair was in somebody's head. Yeah.
Very true.
So when this person explained to say, people were like, we know guys, eh? But when he brought it into physical, people were like, yes, this is what we call creativity. Even those people that were saying negative things about him, they're like, I know that this person can go somewhere. So what I'm trying to say is that when you have a dream is abstract. It's invisible. No one can see it. So when you have it, hold on to it. And when you hold on to it, just push forward and bring it out. Those people that were saying, when they see it into physical, they'll be like, yeah, this is a genius.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So that's how you look at things, and that's the principle that you
Yes, because even the building that we're in right now, it was, imagine all this building in somebody's head. Yeah, that's how good God is.
Awesome. And maybe just add on what you have said. You know, dreams seem so impossible. They seem like when you're telling someone like, this is what I want to do, or this is what I want to achieve, people just look at you like, how? You know, they will say all the negative things.
I'm telling you.
But when you get started, everyone wants to be part and part.
Yes, that's the truth.
Look at us today. Cameo TV, I'm sure it just started out as a dream, but now it has all of us.
We didn't even know to say there was a name like Cameo that starts with C. Until someone
today we're here, yes. But today we're here. So dreams will always come true. The only thing that you need to do is believe in yourself. Don't let what people say stop you from believing in your dreams, and be determined. Always pursue, even when it looks like it's hard, it's impossible. Just keep following, keep pressing on till one day those people that are saying you can't do it, it's impossible, the people that are going to be cheering you up and saying, no, I was part of that. He told me about this, or he told me about this.
I think the other thing is, I was looking at a baby. At one point, I was looking at a baby. So I was imagining a baby that was being held by the mother, and there was and the other one was running. So as I was observing them, that one baby that the mother held in the arms just concentrated on sucking. And the one that was crying just concentrated on that one. He was just improving his steps. So I learned one thing to say, that baby that was sucking never complains to say mami ndevo kwambo kwamfula. It not to say my time is coming.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, kwamfula. No, no wale amfula and that my time is coming here kusa. Yeah, kwenda. At the moment, let me concentrate on the kwamfula man. So the problem is when we start something, we want that something to happen fast. Yeah, there's no let's say date to say muntu wandi time of marriage mpa 40 takwaba. As long you can get married at 50 takwaba, but no, for you to get rich you have to get rich at 25 takwaba. People are different. Nangom kraso mo twali bamobali bakulu bamobaiche bamobali bali upo matabala upo bamobali sambira mo frafini. Yeah, so we just have to believe God and just concentrate on what you're doing right now.
What you have right
God
now.
will make you prosper. Just one time.
Amen. Amen. I really love your spirit and that's how you look at things. Like it's not easy to be positive. Believe me, it's not easy to be positive at all, especially when you're surrounded by people that are always making fun of you, people that are always putting you down. It's not easy at all. So now, talking about that, is there anything that you feel like people misunderstand about you that you'd like people to get clear right now? And also, is there anything that people don't know about you that you would like them to know about you? For clarity, I wouldn't really say I want people to understand this part, because one thing I believe is that someone will ask you a question knowing very well that they've got their own answers. Have you ever done something where you go like, you want to see me? And people are like, I can't say. You know what I mean? So they will have their own answers. So I'm looking at the life of Mary when she was taught to say you were with child. Yeah. You look at Joseph. Joseph did not start going around people saying, he knew to say, even if I tell people to say this thing didn't happen, they won't believe. So it's just a situation between me and God. There are certain times where people won't even understand, won't even get you. It's not for you to start going and say, you can't manage. So clarity, we have told people, and there are people that just take it and say, Vusi is like that, and they're gone. So I really can't go to say, So I'll say, Right. So now, which artists would you like to work with?
Artists, I think with, at the moment, the way it is, I would really love to work with Abo Chungu, Magnum, Bena Ephraim Fidia. Yeah, now my guys Vananja when today I would really love to work with them.
You'd like to work with?
Yeah.
And internationally, who would you like to work with?
Internationally, I love Rebecca.
But the powerful woman of God.
Yes.
The powerful woman of God.
That's the mother. That's the mother.
Yeah.
And also Benjamin David.
Wow, those are really... Okay, now I'm like, you chose people that are in the hip-hop, R&B genre, and then there's also these people who are so much into worship. So for you, you're not really divided to say...
No, it's diverse.
So there's no label to your music, like you haven't restricted yourself to say whether you just be doing Kalendula or it's just you do all the genres. As long as you're given an opportunity.
As long as I'm given an opportunity. Someone told me to say, Muntuandi, I paid tika, yeah, so let's go with this. So I was like, I don't want to write a song that people want. I want to write a song that people need. So if I write a song and that song speaks to one person, I'm saying this because I remember I went to minister in Choma. And then the system was not very good. So I sat down and started complaining to say, why did you bring me here? So as I was looking down, a woman sat next to me and she was in tears.
Wow.
She started explaining to me on how that song has impacted her and has brought peace in the family. I looked at her like, just brought peace. This woman just came. Every person that I wronged, I was just calling them to say, those that have wronged me. Some others, because like, God, I will never doubt you. I will never doubt. So I'll write a song that people need, not
what they want.
No.
It's all about letting the Holy Spirit like lead
Yes.
and just guide you
Mhm.
on what to do, what to say. It's really good to hear that. And in winding up,
Okay.
what's the best advice you've ever received? I know you received good advice, but there's just that one that you live by, like every day you apply it.
It was short. It
What
is
was-
well.
And who said that?
It's there are two people. The other one is late. The other one was Reverend Simkonda, the wife to Reverend. Now she's late. May I so rest in peace. The other people that really told me those words.
It is well.
It is well.
Even in the middle of the storm,
It is well.
it is well.
There were times where you go and respect her to tell you a lot of good words, because she used to laugh a lot. She would laugh even you'd feel as if she's already spoken to you. And then she just looks at you and laughs and says, "My son, it is well."
Wow. Indeed, it is well. It is well with you. Whatever you're going through, I know there are people that are watching the show, maybe they are having issues with their lives. We're just here to encourage you to say, it is well. God is in charge. God is seeing you. God will help you. God will come through for you. The only thing you have to do is just kneel down and surrender everything to Him. Everything that you have. It's not about the material things. It's just about giving yourself everything about you. You just give it to Him. Present your bodies as a living sacrifice unto Him, and then He will do the rest. Now, those people that would like to get your music, where can they get your music and how can they get in touch with you? Give us your social media platforms.
Oh, okay. On Facebook, Vusi C Fortune, and on my page it's Vusi C Fortune Iliashi. On Insta, it's also Vusi C 46. MQuay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those people that would like to buy your music, where can they buy? Where can they download?
At the moment, it's just on the net and YouTube.
It is.
On YouTube.
Give us the name of your YouTube channel because
Yeah, it's the name of YouTube channel is also Vusi C Fortune.
Vusi C Fortune.
Yeah, there is a 4, not 4. Yeah,
Not that F.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
4 failure near number failure in Tremba school.
Okay. So awesome. Thank you so very much for joining us today. Any last words of encouragement to every young person who's aspiring to be an artist, or they want to start ministry? What word of advice do you have for them? And those, of course, because I know you're someone who's been through a lot, those that are being bullied.
Okay.
Yes. What can you tell them?
So one thing I have to say is that when God said, "Let us create man," man was first created in the spirit. So that's why you see those people who are blind, they say, "I'm created in the image of God." And people ask, yeah, so what they really mean is the spirit in them is of God. Yeah. And don't look down on yourself. And then the other thing is that I
think akupembe mkokolevu.
So chimona filia tumuntu bushenga bulo muchele asansa pali chitindi wa ngombe bushenshi waba monani mbita muchumfiri abika pali manyuwa mafi ya ngombe bushenshi waba monani pali nabika posoti awe so ichisungu tachitepiro kuchiro muntu alikuwa tamano. So there are people out there that want to come out or do something, but because they don't know how to speak English, they shun away. So I'm telling you to say, stand up and just fight for what you have. So it doesn't matter to say, I wasn't speaking English at one point, but there are people that thought it wise to say, A plus, shan, A, B, C, different thing, we are here. So just stand up, my brother, stand up, my sister, and fight for what you believe in. It's you that has that vision. It's you that is seeing it in your mind. So I'm saying thank you very much to Mom, Mrs. Marijani, and the family for accepting me and bringing me under your wings. I'm really humbled and blessed. To Mr. Zimba, my friends, Michael, Mike, Sylvia, Mlenga, Patrick, guys, I love you so much. Thank you so very much, people, for having supported me this far. It hasn't been easy. And Bakamnet is so one pillar interview. It's not easy.
Amen.
Amen.
Well, thank you so very much. We'd also like to say thank you to pastors, Pastor Victoria, Pastor Moses, for giving us this opportunity to even be here. And of course, to my producers, the guys upstairs, everybody that runs up and down to make sure that this show is a success. And not forgetting you guys that tune in, that are watching every Saturday. You're looking forward to this show, and you keep requesting for the people that you like to see. And I hope that today you have been encouraged, you have been inspired to make a difference, and to embrace yourself, love yourself for who you are. And of course, we still leave you with a message of saying, all the mothers, you are our heroes, and thank you so very much for bringing us up, for caring for us, for nurturing us. Thank you so much. This has been amazing, Katamanda. On behalf of the entire production crew of Kamni TV, we say thank you so much for joining us. See you next week, same time, same place. We leave you with a song from Vusi. You guys enjoy the song and be blessed. See you again next week, same time, same place. For now, it's goodbye. God bless you. Keep it locked to Kamni TV. But not just another channel.
Yeah, you later.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Kula kuchulu eko twale yangalina takwali na mummo wale sulo munakwe takwali kupingula pamulandu wa mutundu nombefe twaikala kuno kwatini na mashampanga twaikala muchalo cha fifulo chalo cha lufengo Yelele mama, yelele. Bakasesema mu matololo balishinke bishinka kulupako. Bakano kumono bulunga mikutilo kubatanako. Shuwa mayo, ewalanji kushawisoni nani. Neti nacho, nikuisa chatula. Kashiani bakutifya mole chito Atikanoko bali Bena bashime konoboyi Abana bafwembe poba bafwile na malangita ya bomba Ushabana Tabafwene chitutu Ingombe imutata kwete Eyo babula bayakana Ukubepusha Bakena pabu tatutu Gana chiva kumushi Gana tangala kukuifwe Gana chiva kumushi Gana mwana kwe vipele vile nuameshi Gana chiva kumushi Gana mfwa kotoni kulelela Nomba kunoni Mayona fomu kwe Indefuluka Kuna kumushi Eko Wale kala Kulia kuchuru Lepo twale yangalila Takwali na kumo Wale sulo munakwe Takwali kupingula Pamulandu wa mutungu Nombefe kwaikala kuno Watini na mashampanga Kwaikala muchalo cha kifulo Chalo cha lufengo Yelele mama, yelele